face value is rupees 10 and issue price is suppose rupees 14. Application money suppose rupees 4, including 1 as premium. Then allotment rupees 3, including 1 as premium. And first and final call is equal to rupees 5, including rupees 1 as premium, and final call is separate. Final call is equal to rupees 2, including rupees 1 as premium. So you can see that your face value is rupees 10 and your issue price is 14. And the rupees 4 premium which you are charging is collected in all 4 installments. So sometimes it is possible that you might have received this premium because you will receive application money for sure. So you will have received this premium, but you have not received the 3 ones. So there are 2 possibilities, that either you have received the premium or not. So the journal entry will be different in both the scenarios. Now see first condition, when premium 2 has been received, has not been received. So if you have not received the premium, then what journal entry you will be doing? Practice for entries of premium. What entries we were doing? Suppose I am doing allotment money due. Share allotment account debit to share capital account to securities premium reserve account. Suppose I am making allotment money due. So allotment money is rupees 3. Capital is premium is rupees 1. So the capital will be rupees 2. This is the entry for making allotment money due. I hope this entry is clear to all of you. Now, when I will be receiving it, because I have not received the allotment amount, so I have not received this premium also, and I have not received this amount also. Both amounts have not been received. Got it? So in this case, if I am not receiving the premium, I have to reduce this premium also, because I am booking my capital profit, but I have not received it in cash. So that's why I have to reduce it also. So if I want to reduce securities premium reserve account, how I can reduce it? By debiting it or by crediting it? Yes, very good, very good. So if I have not received the premium, then I would have to debit securities premium reserve account also. Securities premium reserve account. So this will be the general entry. Share capital account debit, securities premium reserve account debit, to share allotment account, to share first call account, to share forfeiture account. Whatever you have not received, that you will be writing, and whatever you have received, that you will be writing in share forfeiture. First, tell me journal entry for forfeiture is clear or not. One query is there, sir, into share allotment, we will exclude or include premium amount if it is there. In this amount, we will include the premium. It will be written as ₹3. One will come here, or whatever the amount. Don't get confused. I am just talking about allotment right now. Yes, please. Journal entry for forfeiture is clear. We will be doing question also. It will make you more clear. But first, see whether journal entry is clear or not. Okay. Now see the question. X Limited issued 100 shares of ₹10 each to Gopal at a premium of ₹4 per share. Only ₹3.5 per share have been received on these shares on application. So he has paid you only ₹3.5 per share on application. Gopal has not paid ₹6.5 on allotment, and in this 6.5, ₹4 are also there for premium. ₹2 on first call and ₹2 on final call. That amount he has not paid it. So entry for the forfeiture will be. So entry will remain this because ultimately you have not received the premium. Yes, please. So this will be the journal entry. You have not received first call also. You have not received final call also. And we will assume that equity share to equity share final call account equity share allotment account yes please. See, first when we are doing forfeiture, what we have to observe whether we have received the premium or not. So it is clearly saying first thing that the premium is on allotment and he has not paid us allotment money. So from here I am sure that we have not received the premium also. This point is clear. Okay. Now we will do the amount section. First thing, what is the rule for share capital? What is the rule of? wrong term. The rule for share capital is called up. The rule for share capital is called up. So your face value is rupees 10. You have to decide called up as per face value. Only. So because I am saying that the shareholder has not paid me the final call. So if I am saying this sentence, that means I have demanded all the installments. If I am saying that the shareholder has not paid me the allotment money, that means I have demanded all the installments. So it is fully called up. So 100 multiplied by 10, it will become 1000. Because I have given 100 shares to Gopal, that I am forfeiting. Yes, please. This amount is clear. Write each and every amount with logic. Now on 100 shares, I have not received the premium. On one share, premium is rupees 4. That's why the premium will be 400. Now equity share allotment account. So the allotment money is how much per share? Allotment money is how much per share? No. Allotment money per share I am asking. Yes, very good. Why you are excluding premium here? Allotment money is 6.5 per share. It is clearly mentioned. You are not supposed to exclude the premium. So it will be 6.5 multiplied by 100. It will be 650. Here also I told that you have to include the premium also. Yes, please. Now this confusion is clear. You have to include the premium. So that we have debited, we are cancelling the premium. See, when I am doing this entry, just now see, when I am forfeiting, I am just reversing this entry. If you will see it clearly, I have just reversed this entry. This entry has been reversed. Share capital account debit, securities premium reserve account debit to share allotment account. Now it's clear. Compare these two entries. Okay. Now equity share first call account. So first call amount is rupees 2 per share. That's why it will be 200. Then final call amount is rupees 2 per share. That will also be 200. Till here everything is clear, I hope. And now I am forwarding to the very important part of this entry. Very important part of this entry. About this only capital part will be here. Yes, we can open policy in areas account also. If we have opened policy in areas account at that time, then here also we will be opening policy in areas account. Only capital part. You will never include premium here in the forfeiture. Write it as a rule somewhere. It will confuse you 100 times. This amount is important. And this amount is important. So now, how much per share you have received? First decide that. I am writing the steps. How much per share received? Yes, rupees 3.5. Less premium received. If you have received any premium in 3.5, have you received any premium in 3.5? No, there was no premium. So if you are receiving some premium, then you have to reduce that premium from here. So that's why it will be 3.5 multiplied by 100, 350. You can check. I have done each and every amount individually with logic. So that way you have to attempt these questions, otherwise they will confuse you. One confusion will be here, one confusion will be here, and sometimes it will be here also. And sometimes this confusion also comes whether to debit this account or not. So clearly remember, if I have not received, write these rules somewhere. If I have not received premium, I have to debit it. First rule. Capital will always be written called up. Only the capital part will be there. Face value part will be there. Second rule. Third rule, it will always include the amount of premium which is not received. It will always include the amount which is not received. Then this one, fourth rule, that you have to subtract premium received from the total amount received. Only that amount will come here which you have received for capital. These 4 or 5 rules are there. So I hope these 4 or 5 rules are clear to you. No confusion is there now. Now, if you have received the premium, then the entry which you were doing earlier, that same entry will be done. Suppose in the above example, Gopal has paid you the amount of application and allotment, and only calls are not received. So then you have not received the first call and you have not received the final call. Now share is fully called up, that's why the capital will be 1000. You have not received rupees 2 on first call, the amount will be 200. You have not received the final call of rupees 2 per share, the amount will be 200. And you have received what? You have received 350 plus 650. Am I right? Minus 400. Yes, please. If in the above example, I have received allotment and application, but I have not received the calls. That means because the premium is on allotment, I have received the premium also. So then when I am receiving the premium, I will not touch the premium account. If I have received the premium, fifth rule, then I will not touch the premium account. It will not come in forfeiture entry. The entry will be same as you were doing earlier in the case of issue at par. Yes, please respond and tell me whether it is clear or not. So both cases I have discussed. When you have received the premium, you will not debit the premium. But if you have not received the premium, you will have to debit the premium also. This is the only difference. So whenever you are doing forfeiture in the case when shares were issued at premium, you have to observe either we have received the premium or not. Sometimes it may be the case that you have received some part of premium and you have not received some part of premium. So the part which you have not received will be debited and the part which you have received will not be touched. It is yours now. I hope you all have written these rules also. When you join the next class, go through these rules once again. It will make you more clear.